press record. So, hey guys, this is the 22nd of August, would you believe it? And this is our call, our Dynasty UK, or not just UK, don't know what. We know what we're talking about. Our Morning Meltdown test group. So some of us are, so if you were following every day, this would be day 24. Is that right? Yeah. And we've got some new people that have joined this week and last week, so that's really cool. And we're going to try and do these sort of every sort of 10 to 14 days, just to kind of keep people on track, get to jump in. And I personally today wanted to talk a little bit about now. Get my teeth back in, a little bit about nutrition, and I know that Chris wanted to talk about a few other things as well, but we also thought it would be just lovely to share like our experiences as well, because this is a new program, so this is the first time we're all doing it. So yeah, I guess a little bit of that really. Chris, over to you. What did you want to talk about today, buddy?
Well, first of all, like if it's anything like the challenges you brought into the group yourself, for a few of the people that I brought in, and if I'm being perfectly honest, it's been me myself, like the workouts, I was going to say the workout, but the workout has actually really helped to center me in a time when life is happening to me. And I'm not talking about, it's just various sort of challenges, you know, like just then, Connie is, we're currently in the midst of trying to find like a way of moving her forward. Like we think she's got some form of autism, and she's a lovely kid. She's no bother, but we're trying to work through that. So we have that life thing that's happening, which I just had to sort of go and help her with something. I've had a couple of like health issues, but I know that other people have had similar things happen. And for me, like this group has helped me come back and stay centered when I probably could have disappeared. Like I've actually felt the pull to disappear, believe it or not. So I found it to be like a blessing to come and do this. I know Mia's on here as well. She's had like a few challenges, and I was just wondering, this might not be something because there's not that many people on the live call, for people to talk about. Like now that we've all committed to this challenge, have you found that there's been resistance, like within, life? Something that's, I'm not trying to like allude to anything, but like has the challenges been piling on from people outside of this now that we've committed to this program? Like I found that's been happening for me and one or two others. I just wonder what anyone else thought. I just thought I'd bring that up as a possible talking point, something to mill around. What do you think, Han? Anything?
Well, let's take that first. I mean, I think since I came back from Summit, I've had multiple challenges thrown my way, and I'm going to tell people soon anyway. So if they do, we'll know that if people actually do catch the recording, won't we? Let's see. So so I'm 10 weeks pregnant. So I found out the day we got back from Summit, and a couple of because I posted in one of the Dynasty groups, and people were like, hold on a minute, you haven't announced that. And I was like, no, but haha, you are reading my posts. So so that's been a challenge, especially after having a miscarriage last October. So I felt super anxious with that and very sick, and I love my morning. Thank you guys, that's really, really kind. The morning sickness, the extreme tiredness, and like for me, I've learned, I never used to be a morning person. I've learned to become a morning person in probably, especially the last sort of year since I've had to go back to work, and I've had to get up at 5 to do my workouts, otherwise they just don't get done. So for me this is really challenging, because that's when I would normally do my workouts, and I just feel so super sick. And then like now I feel like literal death. So that's good fun, and it's a challenge that I've never been a coach and pregnant. Well, I was, but you know what I mean. And work's been really stressful as well, and I feel like my whole team at work is falling apart around me, and that's really, really tough and really challenging. There's a lot of people going through some real personal stuff at the moment, and yeah, it's really hard. So yeah, I think.
Can you see Louise's comments on there? She posted something. I'm on my
Yeah,
phone.
so she's and she's just disappeared. But she said, she said last week she had a really stressful with previous parts of her, with various parts of her life, and honestly, having the workouts has been helping me deal with the stress. Usually, I would break down and go and hide, but this time I have been able to work through it. That's absolutely amazing. Like,
Isn't that the best testimony ever?
I think that that's really important, and I think you're absolutely right, Chris. I think sometimes having something to center yourself to when the going gets tough, and just being like, do you know what, I can just go and zone out for 20-30 minutes. I can just go and do something for me. I can, and I think that this is a really great program for that, because the music, like, I love the music. Although I keep doing the pump up thing, and then when I'm lying on the floor and she's talking, I then don't realize we've changed. And I'm still doing the move, and everything else is doing something different. But yeah, I think that it's so wonderful having, and I think that that's the thing, isn't it, is getting started is the hard part. Keep going is, and making it a habit is also really, really difficult. But I think once you find your groove and you feel, because at the beginning, and I, with other programs I always commit, but this one felt different, starting it, being however, like 5 weeks pregnant, I was like, nah, like, but I feel more committed to this program than I have to a lot of the other programs that I've done for a while. And yeah, I, even going away and not being able to do it for a few days, but then being able to come back and know that actually the challenge is to get through those workouts, not to do it every day. I think that really helps as well, or feel that this is the schedule, and if I haven't done 4 or 6 a week, then I'm screwed and I've fallen off. And I think that's a real nice pull to it as well. Mia said I did pull away, angry at the world, but I had my moments, still struggling, but you came back. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's okay, because life happens.
But listen, what Mia does is, when she messages me as one of my coaches, if anyone reads the Bible or has read the Bible at all, her messages are a lot like the Psalms, or some of the Psalms that David writes, where it'll be like, this bad thing's happening, this bad thing's happening, this bad thing's happening. But she'll always end it with, but this is the attitude I'm going to take you with. It always ends positively, like she ends it with a positive thing. So, and as a coach as well, Mia, even though she might not feel it, because I know she's got some really heavy challenges going on, multiple challenges, she always chooses to sow out positively. And I strongly believe as well, and you'll probably like, yeah, stick your hand up to it as well. Part of the reason why I believe that Louise is doing so well is she's decided to sign up as a coach, and she's already started. Like, if you look at her Facebook feed, you can see her sowing outwards.
Oh, I love that.
And I really believe that, like when you're sort of down, or you've got challenges, or you're stressed or whatever, like if you concentrate on like sowing outwards and being a positive influence outwards, you lift yourself up. And I think Mia and there are others, but Mia and Lou in particular, just because we're talking about them now, have done really, really well, and show why I believe that coaching is like integral to the overall success. Just from just because of what we just said then.
I think absolutely, and it keeps you accountable. Like, I don't know about you, Chris, but I mean, I check in. I feel like I'm very good friends with all my coaches, and we check in like we're sisters, and we check in with each other in that sense. And I'm like, "Oi, Charlie, I haven't seen your Instagram today. What's going on? Where are you?" You know, and you do it for yourself actually. And there's something about keeping yourself accountable to, yes, you know, the wider team, of course. But yeah, I think it's just like our little coaching family. I do love our little coaching family. It does. It's amazing what it, like, the additional accountability, like, and then all the other things that you get with it as well. Like, Louise has just put, thanks, Chris. The coaching is really spurring me on. I love the training I am getting, but more importantly, I am enjoying the accountability. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's awesome. And I think that, you know, that's the thing with coaching, isn't it? I mean, one of the reasons why I signed up to be a coach, I knew I've done programs, fallen off. Oh, I'll start Monday. I used to do that. I was in that cycle a lot. I've never been so consistent as I have in the last 2 years. And people used to always say to me, well, even when I started coaching, like, oh, well, how long is this one going to last? Or, oh yeah, you do that, don't you? You kind of yo-yo quite a lot, or you do something and then you fall out of love. And I think people seeing that I've been now doing this 2 years, they're like, oh, so this isn't just like a fleeting thing. And I
Yeah,
think often people can feel a bit like, well, is that going to be one of those things when you maybe have only been doing it a couple of months? um, but just know that actually, if you've got the right philosophy behind what you want to do, and like we're reading that, the Slight Edge, and that's something that I thought, you know, if you've got your attitude right and your intention is there, it's not just about the actions, it's the attitude that goes with those actions. And I think that that's why coaching, you know, it's good for the soul, it's good for the body, but it's good for all the other consistency and persistence and all that sort of stuff.
well, yeah, I think it speaks to where our roots are,
Yeah,
and where our roots are sort of sewn into. I keep saying so, but I guess it's the church guy in me. It's where our roots are. Like, we are doing Morning Meltdown 100, so it is a program, but our roots are actually in the lifestyle and just the overall process. Which I think, you know, if you are gonna, this isn't an intentional segue, but if you are going to talk about nutrition, it's why it's, you know, we have good nutrition and not a diet.
yeah,
It's not rooted in a diet, it's rooted in a lifestyle. So we can talk about nutrition and not be referring to a diet. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. Well, as we're on to that, I'm just conscious that it's already like 20, almost 20 past. um Wanted to have a bit of chat about nutrition, and I was just wondering how people are getting on. Like, are they following like what came with Morning Meltdown? Are you doing Ultimate Portion Fix? Are you doing 2B Mindset? Are you doing something else? Like, how are you getting on with your nutrition? Because often, like, it is the 80-20 rule, unfortunately. Just really interested in knowing what people are doing and how they're getting on with it. Yay, Mia, you're a 2B buddy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good, great,
whole food, plant-based. Yeah, cool.
excellent.
Well,
I love
you
that.
can't go, you can't go right. This is the way I see it. I've actually bought into 2B Mindset, so I'm working through the modules and integrating. No, I really am.
Yay.
I'm integrating parts of that into my life. But they're really, just to commend you, Lou, on what you're doing. These are just methods, but I think it sort of works on the same principle of you know, cutting out mostly processed stuff, whole foods. Yeah, veggies sorry, water first, veggies most. Um, Choosing the bright and colourful vegetables. Yeah, and staying away from the crap. Basically, it doesn't have to be complex. There are lessons, there are modules, there are, you know, videos to work through and knowledge to be gained. But like the basic principles, like, you know, Mia was saying there, it's actually sort of really very simple.
Yeah,
And I think you find that with nutrition, the more complex it starts to get, the more faddy and diety and like you should ignore it. The more complex it starts to get. 2B mindset simple. Portion fix. Ultimate portion fix. It's dead simple.
Yeah.
So you should really seek to simplify it wherever possible.
I think that's right. And I was one for a fad diet. The worst one I did was called the cabbage soup diet.
Doesn't that sound horrific anyway? Like, I don't know anything about it, but that sounds like horrendous. I think that's why kale's popular now. This is why kale's popular now, because no one is going to have a cabbage smoothie. That sounds disgusting. Kale, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I'm gonna get you to do that. Like, I love that. That's brilliant. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I think, oh my goodness, I was such a yo-yo dieter and did everything under the sun. And oh my gosh, like, what an absolute joke of it. But I think, I think for me 2B works and has worked really well since I love Ultimate Portion Fix. I love the containers and they're really handy for these little things are all over my house and Lila loves playing with them as well. But for me 2B mindset, mine was the mindset stuff that I needed for it, with the emotional eating and the whole fear of the scales was a big thing for me. And even now, 2B mindset isn't for everyone, especially if you've got a history of an eating disorder and that sort of stuff. But it's been the thing that I now it is just a measurement, and it's changed my mind. And actually that's one of the things, I'm like, shit, I'm pregnant and I'm not weighing myself every day now, but I'm not scared of that number when I get on the scales, because it is just a number. And for years my parents had drilled into me about hating the scales, and they'd done Slimming World and Weight Watchers and starving themselves the day before they used to go and get on the scales and all of that sort of stuff. That's what I grew up with, so there was a lot of unhealthy habits around that. But it works for me. One of the things I have been enjoying is Wonder Whips. Have you experienced Wonder Whips?
You know what? I saw you post about this earlier. And I thought, I wondered whether it was just something you said, that you just threw something together, but is there more to it than that?
Yeah, so Alana talks about Wonder Whips a lot. And I personally, so who was it? Was it Anne or Anna who was talking about mixing her Shakeology in with Greek yogurt a couple of weeks ago I was like, yeah, it was someone, was it? Yeah, Kim. And I was like, why have I never had that before? That's ridiculous.
We've done it with oats, haven't we? We've done it with oats, but I've done it once with yogurt and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, so I do it. Yeah, I have my porridge and I did it, and so I've done it with yogurt a few times because I normally have it for breakfast, so I don't normally have it anyway. So I've had it a couple of times and I've got Lila eating it. Lila will drink my Shakeology anyway, but it felt like it was a whole scoop per one serving was too much. But I had it today, and I had I keep loads of sachets of Shakeology in my drawer for emergencies, and I just sprinkled a little bit in with my fruit because I can't eat. I've got a thing about eating yogurt, I don't like it on its own. And oh my god, it was delicious. But the other thing is so I don't want to have more than one scoop of Shakeology because of the vitamin A in it. I can't have too much vitamin A. The Wonder Whips are amazing, and I have found a lady, a Beachbody coach, who has posted loads of different there's a lemon meringue pie and a key lime pie and a peanut butter one and a mint choc chip one, and I'm going to go find it and I'm going to post it in the group, because you don't put Shakeology in these. They are just Greek yogurt and lemon and a bit of stevia or a bit of, oh my goodness, I've tried a couple of them and I'm just I'm going to go this weekend. I'm actually going to make a key lime pie with a Wonder Whip topping.
That sounds amazing.
I might be the only one that eats it, but no, I'm sure I won't. I'm sure Nick will love it. But I think, sometimes it's the simple things that you just don't even think about. And I get excited about those little things when I find these different things, because I have quite a sweet tooth at the moment. And I just, I'm looking for different stuff, and I'm not feeling particularly enthused by meat or anything. So I need to try and get my protein in a different way. So Greek yogurt is now my go-to.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm loving to be on this. And I know that a lot of people, I know that Georgia has been trying a lot of the recipes. I personally, because I've been feeling so heat, I haven't done any of the recipes in the book, because all I've wanted to eat in the evening is toast. So toast and Wonder Whips. I've this week I'm quite grateful and quite thankful that I actually want to drink water again. I went off water, and I was drinking like one of these a day. They're massively dehydrated, huge headaches and all that sort of stuff. I've obviously had to reduce my caffeine intake, and only having half a scoop of Energize is killing me. I love my Energize. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking. It's like I've had Energize. Where's this energy come from? All of a sudden, I've got energy. It's probably because
This is an example of what I was talking about before, because as energized as everyone's seeing us talk now and how enthused we are, I think if we're both honest with everyone who's watching this and who's on the recording, I wanted to go to bed. Like, Hannah's pregnant, and I'm currently not going through the same thing. But like my complex regional pain syndrome, it's a nerve disorder. I had a crush injury a few years ago. I've got a neurological. My face is swelling up. My eye's still a bit droopy, and I'm in quite a lot of pain. And I really wanted to just lie down and cry and feel sorry for myself. But we came on here, we started talking. You can see, like, this is not like pre-engineered kind of, this is genuine enthusiasm, and this is genuine joy you're seeing from us, and it's because we're interacting and sharing life. And even though we've talked about downs and ups, like this is the power of what we're doing, and this is real. This is real, and I'm genuinely overjoyed to be sharing the way we have done.
Absolutely, I love it. Yeah, I need to go to bed. I'm so tired. I am tired.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Should we get a quick picky?
Oh yeah. Before we do, everyone, I will always encourage you. I know people are logging their workouts. Keep posting the sweaty selfies or the little notes about how you found it. The more we post, listen, I've got to do better with that as well. The more we post, the more we interact, the richer our life and our experience of this program and this group will be. So that will be the encouragement going forward. But believe me, I am preaching to myself more than anyone else.
Absolutely. No, I think yeah, keep up with those sweaty selfies. Like, I know some people don't sometimes feel like posting, and they'll sort of just log. It's awesome. Like, we can, like, just to let you guys know, we can see if you've logged. And I think that's why I really, really love the Challenger Tracker app. But yeah, do keep sharing with us like how you found the workout and stuff as well, because we can't see your comments. We can just see that you've done the workout. So yeah, do keep us posted, because yeah, we'd love to know what you're doing and how you're finding it and what your favorite workouts and all that sort of stuff is. So I highly dislike the selfies and videos, but trying to push myself out. Yeah, go for it, Louise.
Good job, I thought.
And do you know what, Louise? Before I was a coach, I hate the sound of my own voice. I used to hate the sound of my own voice. I used to Like, I still don't go back and watch things over, but I used to, you know, like Instagram, you know, what do you call it? Instagram, Insta stories. Oh my God. People were like, yeah, you got to post this, you know, go on Instagram stories. And I was like, oh no, I can't do that. And now I'm like every day, like, hi everyone. And like, yeah, just keep pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, Louise, because that's how you grow up, and that's how you relate to people.
Whatever it is you see that us doing, this is not how we started by any stretch of the imagination. It's learned. It's learned.
Oh no, that's fine, Mia. You go for it, love. Like, you should see me in the morning. Like, if you look at my Instagram in the morning, I'm always there, like having a chat, and it's like 5:30 in the morning, and I've just got out of bed. I look hilarious. Anyway, I am going to go because I really do need to go to bed, which is so super sad. It's 8:30. I'm really rock and roll, aren't I? Let's do a boomerang. Chris, it's only you and I, love, so hold on.
All right.
What are we going to do? Hold on. What are we going to do? You've got to move. Brilliant. All right, we'll see you soon, everyone. Thanks so much for hopping on, and we will let you know when the next one is. We'll make sure we give people much more notice, and we'll post it more regularly. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.